Hi everyone. Our word the last 2 weeks has been beauty. And it's a topic that I've been obsessed with all my life. If you just add up the hundreds of dollars I have spent on serums, procedures, clothing, hair foils, blowouts. Oh my goodness. The things that we do to feel good about ourselves. And you know what? I'm all fine with that. I am never going to be one of those people that say, you know, go all natural. I mean, if that's your thing, go for it. I admire those of you who don't feel like you have to cover your roots or put makeup on. I just, we're always a product of our environment. My mom was always the type, to not leave the house until her hair and makeup was done. She was always camera ready, and I have been camera ready since I think I was 5 years old. Even though my weight has gone up and down, the length of my eyelashes is always very important to me. And that's all fun, but no matter how much you do to the outside, no amount of face paint or botox or laser treatments or serums or diets can make you beautiful if you don't think you are. Can make you beautiful if, in fact, you're thinking ugly thoughts. And so here is Brenda's drumbeat. And I always do this. And I feel like it's part of my message in life. And part of my purpose in life is to encourage each of us to, I even trademarked this phrase, embrace our flawsomeness. You know, doing these videos, it is glaringly obvious to me that one of my eyes droops and squints. The other one is more open. And I look at photos and I'm like, oh, there I am, old droopy eye again. I'm not exactly sure when it happened. It may have been during a drunken fall when I was drinking like maybe 8 years ago and I smashed my face and almost lost an eye. But that's another story for another day. And when we look in the mirror, we look at a photo, don't we so easily zero in on the thing that's wrong? And it's the thing nobody else is really noticing. In fact, gosh, I remember back in the day when I would be fascinated with supermodels and it was their imperfections, the gap between their teeth or the errant beauty mark or one eye a different color than another. It was their differences that made them stand out and not be like static. They popped because they didn't look like everybody else. And yeah, we're all quote unquote flawed if you want to look and consider physical perfection. But owning it, owning who you are, that's beautiful. When someone walks into a room with confidence, that's not trumped up, but actually comes from the heart. Like, I know who I am. I love who I am. Here I am. That emanates a vibration that is attractive and beautiful. And you can think of all the reasons why you shouldn't love yourself. But really, how's that working out for you? Is it doing anything for you to think negative thoughts about yourself? You know, some of you are very practical people out there, and yet you hold tightly to this argument of, I don't like me. Well, I'm sorry, but we love you. There's lots of people in this world that love you. There's people in this world that think you are beautiful. You should be one of them. Yeah, the real beauty starts with what happens between your ears and what you entertain in your brain. And I think the older I get, the less I worry about, look, you stand me next to a 25-year-old and they're going to win the beauty contest every day. So yay, the competition is over. I lose, but I win by not trying to compete or judging or comparing myself against everybody else. Oh, would you just look in the mirror this week a few times and say, gosh, you're great. Oh, I love you. Oh, you're beautiful. and do it until it feels comfortable. I'm telling you, the shift will start attracting good things to you. You might wonder, why do I always date losers? Why do always creeps find me out? Why do I attract such crazy people? Well, you attract what you emanate. And if you're emanating that you don't like you, your net worth will never exceed your self-worth. And the kind of people you attract will never be better than what you think you deserve. How's that? Stick that one in your pipe and smoke it. And I'm only saying all this because I've been there, done that. And I've decided to ride the I love Brenda train. It's working for me. And it will work for you too. Not the I love Brenda train, the I love you train. You know what I mean. So let's say a prayer and see what we need to build off of beauty with. I'm asking you, angels, to guide my fingers. And I'm sticking my fingers in the bag, and the answer is upside down. Ooh, the answer is purification. So I think it goes along with what I just said. I think it's time to wash those thoughts right out of your mind. You gotta wash those thoughts right out of your mind. Time to purify your mind. I don't care if you've been doing it for 55 years, 85 years, or 16 years. I don't care what age you are. If you've been letting negative thoughts lodge in your head about you, your value, your worth, your lovability, I say purify them. And how do you purify anything? Whenever I get done cooking, I am really good at making a little bit of a mess in the kitchen. And Mark is so good about getting not just any old cleanser. He gets disinfectant out and does all the counters. It's work. The kitchen doesn't clean itself. And your mind isn't going to clean itself too. But you've got to put something on top of it to counterbalance all that negativity. And I say, how about some positive affirmations? How about coming up with a list of 10 things? We can think of all the objections. Well, why not write out your responses to those objections? How would God say you write? Does he make junk? He, she, source, whatever you want to refer to the Supreme Being as. Oh, it's time to purify, cleanse, detox our brains, and think about us in a new way. You want a new life? Start changing the way you think about it and think about you. All right, I'm off my soapbox. That's the word for the next 2 weeks. Nobody can do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. It's work worth doing. Love to you all, you beautiful, beautiful people, you. Talk to me in the comments.